Hello, everybody. It's Sunday. We're going to get our watercolor on today.
We are.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we don't know that you're here. We like to know that you're here because I'm about to hello y'all. Before I do that, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are PM Artist Studio. My voice is a little lower right now, which probably some people prefer.
It's easier to hear. Carmichael used to say that.
Yeah, I was squeaky.
Well, no, he said you had a soft little voice.
All right, let's say hello to everybody. Thumbsy upsies, please. Very important here at the beginning, even if you're watching on replay.
Even if.
I'll let the replay people know. I'm enjoying this.
Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, 1550, you know. Okay, saying hello to people. A few things. It is January. It's January 4th. Things are happening over in Makers. That's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. Lots of folks are coming over. Darcy and Eddie's videos are handling business. And if you haven't watched those, you need to watch them. They have done collage things. There's a prompt in Makers where you get to participate in these things. You get to listen. You get note up. It's one of the places you get note up here around PM Artist Studio. Also, color combo. Where did I'm a color. Man, I have some stuff in store for y'all tomorrow. Let me just tell you. We got stuff in store for you for watercolor today, but I'm handling business. There, look at her. Look at her. See, I gave her a card. I can't get the thing to print straight for the life of me. I mean, I ran a few of them through, and I was like, all right, I'm giving up. It's just crooked.
I didn't even notice till you mentioned
said anything? It. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
But with my wonky eye, I don't always do that.
So we got the color combo. Lots of folks have already participated in that. Just fantastic. This is a fun one. P's got something in store for that. That's going to be on Tweaky Tuesday. Let's see. The swap. Now you got 3 days. You get signed up.
To sign up.
Then your partner will be posted, and then you can do. Read the instructions.
And you're supposed to. This is what somebody told me, that you're supposed to get in touch with your partner, and you're supposed to conflab about what it is that, you know, your expectations and their expectations and all that stuff. Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's put on by Becky. Have questions, talk to her about it. If questions about the collage thing, you talk to that's Darcy and Eddie. If you have questions about the color stuff, that's Carrie Griffiths. It's Carrie the Crafter. He's here in the chat. That's Paula and Estella. Those are the folks you need to talk to about all that. What am I missing? Ooh, and I had a darn sticky. Look at me.
Yeah, finding your sticky notes.
Finding my sticky notes. That in itself, you know, finding your notes is important. And then being able to read them.
Truly is.
Okay, reluctant art journaler. If y'all are feeling like, you're like, that sounds like me. You need to get in touch. Well, and you don't really have to, but they can talk to you about it. Like there's a post in Makers. All this is over there and featured. You need to talk to Christy Hartman and Joan Maron. Those are the two people. They're doing things. They're posting things. There's a hashtag reluctant art journaler. You want to participate in that and get your little group going. Those are the things. Stuff that we handle over here at PM Artist Studio. Actually, I don't. I just make sure there's good people in charge of things. That's the sign of a good leader.
It is. What is that word? Relegating.
Delegating. She's a relegator.
I'm a relegator.
I mean, she's a renegade. Delegating things, and that's why not much happens. Okay, that was funny. Got a lot of chuckles out of that. All right, that's the announcements. Let's say hello to everybody. I'm gonna make it quick.
I'm gonna drink coffee while you do that.
We got Lucy's here, Christina, Acme, Anthony, Cody. Hey, bracelets have been purchased. Things are on their way, I hear. She said if I wanted my own, I had to buy it. So that's what she said. I'm going to see what arrives and see if it fits her first. We just don't know. So no. Ann Webb is here. Art Cures by M&W. That is Miriam. Barb's in the house. Bartender's daughter. That's Jerry. Becky Bokern's here. Brad's in the chat. Carrie Griffiths. That's Carrie the Crafter. Gosh, my eyeballs today are just not, they're not hitting the right spots and my eyes are watery. Cookie Wookie, that is Mo. Darcy's here. Diane, Eddie, Elizabeth Griffinshell, that's Rhonda. Handy Scandy, that's Nancy. Ingrid, Jennifer McKinnon, Jennifer's Dog's Life, Joanne Price, Carla, Lexi, Marcia, Markle, got my earrings on, girl. Mary Brown is here. Nancy Lee. Peace Talks with Lynn. Panka is here. Ricky Nordmeyer. Sophia. Slap and Paint on Paper. That's Karen. Hey, we're going to be having an Arty chat with her at the end of the month here, y'all. It's already scheduled, so you need to get the, hit the notification thing so you don't miss it. Tammy is here. Hello, Tammy. I believe you are new. Welcome. Or maybe I'm just, these handle things. You may have been here before, but,
It didn't show up that way.
Yeah. You're new to us. This is, just like to preface that. The Shelley Studio, that is Margot, Vanessa, Zal, and Zany Love. That's Bobby. All right, if I missed you, just give me some extra pinky hello hands like Hoarder Paper Crafts. That's Mimi. She gave me some pinky hello hands. I'm going to get you hello. Did you give me some pinky hello hands? Sophia is here. She says it's very cold in London. Cold for London, that is. Those of you on the wrong side of the Atlantic will actually feel snow will laugh, no doubt. Feet of snow. Oh, with actual feet of snow will laugh. Okay. I was like, that doesn't make sense. This is my eyeballs, y'all. Okay. Hello, Gel Inspirations. Please let me know who you are. I know you've been here before. I apologize for, I need to write you down so I remember. That's how I remember. If I write it down, then I usually remember. But sometimes it takes a few times.
Those who take notes
remember things. All right. Top view main, or are you talking to the camera?
No, I'm topping and talking.
There we go. Boom. Shakalaka. I need to straighten it up, but I'll do that here in a minute. We got more Christmas mail stuff, which is great. So one of the things I've been doing, I still need to clean off my board here because I usually clean this off behind me and then it fills up throughout the year. I got my little Christmas book in the works for next year and I got a box for it and I'm going to put it next to the Halloween stuff. Next year, or this 2026, we're going to be more festive.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sugar biscuits.
Yeah.
I enjoy saying that. Look at that. I don't get to say that very often. Usually
it's the other way around.
From across the table.
Across the table. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this
Hello,
lighting
Jeanette.
is wonderful today.
Hey, we got lights all over the place, y'all. I don't, today's
We've
good.
got them going up and down and around about.
Roundabout. That's funny.
Okay, so some wonderful things here. Wonderful things. This is, I don't know how you say it, but it's pushed in. It's not that other word, because that's embossing.
Well, I think those are actually like inset. Or you call it
insets.
Yeah, or you deboss something. Where it's
Well, I just thought it was very cool.
It's very
something
cool.
I don't know how to do, so I'm really
impressed.
It's totally impressed. And I'm looking at the really, it's kind of sad when
this
you
is
look
Lori,
at some
right?
of my stuff that
Or
I do.
Robin.
Yes, this is Robin. Very neatly, equally, distributed throughout. Love the little bells and love the little ribbons. They're really actually little ribbons. So cute.
And Mo says to Eddie, yeah, you're the boss. Love it.
Okay, thank you so much. This is lovely. This will go into
card.
our treasure box.
Well, I was thinking about I don't know, it might go into my book. I was contemplating that.
Oh, okay.
Or my book making stuff.
So you're going to repurpose it?
Some of it, I think, and I will give credit. Don't worry.
Well, we leave our tree up till right before Izzy's birthday.
Yeah,
so
it'll be up until May. So we just stick things in the tree and then it ends up over there.
Yeah, and then we bring it out next year. Okay, Lydia, I'm very happy to see you here. These woven hearts are absolutely wonderful. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the stitchery.
Stitchery.
She's got one of those fancy machines that does little fancy stitchery.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell because you can see it on both sides.
Hello, Myra.
And I did put the date down here, Lydia. We like to know that because we're going to put all these on the tree.
Well, and we have things from Lydia from past times.
Yes,
she
we
made
do.
us. She made those little snowflakey star beaded things. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Izzy. She's pretty.
Those are on the tree right now.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I'm telling you, like half of the tree are things from y'all.
Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Shimmery. Oh, and I love the dots. Very, very.
Hello, Dana.
All right, Mariah, I'm handing these off to you. These need to go down. And
yes.
She loves putting that stuff on the tree.
I'm putting that there so I don't forget.
All right, here we go.
Lori.
This is from Lori. And Lori, I left these in here, but I'm going to pull them out because I'm going to I don't know that I'll use them today, but these little bits like this, you might discount them, but you should not, because I'm going to show you what I did in my little quotation books. And what a lovely, lovely message here, Lori. And look at this. I love this denim, kind of dusky denim card here.
Mm-hmm.
It's that special stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's that fancy paper like we
fancy
got.
paper.
Yeah.
And then we've got some more little pieces of deli paper, which it's a different brand.
Mm-hmm.
And it is it doesn't have the slicky side to it. So I'm interested in, when this one, I got to use this one because we have it. But this is a good thing to know. And she said in here,
hey, Jennifer.
From Gordon's,
hey, Patty.
Gordon's Food Service.
Gordon's Food Service.
Yes. And some of these papers, I should say, are dyed with Kool-Aid. And I'm not sure.
I smelled them. I couldn't.
Oh, yes.
Oh, but my nose is messed up. You smell the Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't smell
Well,
it.
It smells very fruity.
Well, that's how
Isn't
Kool-Aid. I think that's the Kool-Aid one.
Well, I love it. It's it's almost like Brusho. That's what Brusho's is like. It's like Kool-Aid.
Of the art supplies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm putting that over here. And then I'm going to put the deli papers here, and I'll probably just pull them off and use them.
I need Brad to tighten my chair. I've noticed it has started squeaking. And then Karen, I noticed she's been complaining about her chair squeaking. And so I'm like,
Guess y'all need to get oiled up.
Oiled up. But mine's
Right. What were you banging about last night?
Oh my God. Like, so I'm, about bedtime, whatever, and I just hear this whack, whack, whack.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out what is she doing, and should I be involved in this?
A lot of times we ask ourselves that question when
do I need to be a part of this?
With Izzy and Strange Sounds, and we just kind of take a minute and go, okay, so if I acknowledge what's happening and it isn't what I want, then I'm probably going to have to do something about it. Do I want to do that?
Yeah, then I have to be involved.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Sometimes my brain is just...
Hey, Benny!
I can't tell you. I mean,
hey,
I don't
Kathy.
know. But I had switched my blue and my red on the color wheel I had up here.
She done it backwards.
And at least I was consistent. Both of them were backwards. But
she fixed it.
And it was on 300-pound watercolor paper. I don't know if y'all worked with 300-pound watercolor paper before, but
that was the noise.
It's not, that was the noise because I was chopping it to get, straight. I did cut the circles out, and I know the circles are kind of wonky, but that's,
I'm pretty impressed. They're not too shabby. And you weren't going to use the punch on that.
No, I didn't. I couldn't do that. But anyhow, I do have the new color wheel, and I put it in this little thing to preserve it because you can see I have dimensionality to my
300 pound.
300 pound.
I don't know what the
watercolor
GSM is, but
color paper here. Yeah. So anyhow, we're going to talk more about this tomorrow.
Oh, Anthony's going to be doing some different woods for the bangles today. Had some inlay work, some black oak. I tell you, Stop
No,
teasing her.
I've already bought. I can always buy some more.
That's right.
It might be next month because the budget.
The cat had to go to the vet. Poor guy. So we knew something. We felt like something was up.
And the thing is that just a month ago, they did the thyroid test. They did the kidney test. And that was another $300. Yeah, we've got lots of kitty
Investment in the cat.
And then Kitty had to get special food. That was another $50. I mean, I look at him and I'm like, but the thing is, he doesn't poop on the floor. He doesn't pee on the floor.
We had those cats.
Yes.
His name was Winky.
Winky had just as soon poop outside the boxes in. He didn't really care.
Well, part of it was that he had kidney issues. And they said that that's probably why but we didn't know that.
Well, but our kitty didn't do it even though he had.
Right.
Yeah. Poor kitty.
Hi, Justin.
And here we have another Christmas card.
You changed your thing.
What?
She's a little green dot now. I like it. I like it.
It's a green dot.
Sherry, SWL.
Oh. See, the bangles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you people that have trouble finding bangles in your size, remember, Anthony will work with you on this. I sent him my size. Oh, Bob and Joanne, thank you so much. I mean, I just love these little fairy girls. And look at these beautiful muted watercolors in the background here. Let's do some of that today. Thank you so much. There you go, Mariah.
All right.
And then my swap partner, and I feel kind of bad about my swap because I don't think that I reciprocated in the same manner as, but I'm just looking at the wonderful edges on these, and I love the colors. Look at this.
Graham, if there's ever anything you see online that, we're talking about or whatever, and you're like, hey, can I have that?
Yeah.
You can have it.
You can have
Most
it.
likely. Now, if we're a little,
I love, this is one of my, and I love this one too. It's just little,
yeah, that's
cabochons. And then I was looking at this and I was going,
we don't recognize that one, Crew.
We don't. We were kind of, yeah. And he signed all of them.
And I said, I think that might be one designed by Graham.
And I just love this. I don't know what that paper is there, but I love that. I want that. I really do. But and here it is again.
Nola had to move. She says, ouch, vet bills are crazy. She had to move to Mexico for her dogs.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Well, I like Mexico. I could live there. I just have to work on my Spanish a little bit more. But, here's the thing. As long as you are trying to speak a language,
people work with you.
People will work with you. When you act like an a-hole and expect everybody to speak English, then people have a tendency to kind of, that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just get right down to it. I'm going to save these little papers.
And I bet Graham's probably still in bed. It's early.
Okay. So you remember Gargoyle. I finally got this sucker.
Gargoyle's back.
Yeah. I was getting a little bit like that when I was doing this because I was like, oh my gosh,
those lines.
And I've got a box full of them. I might send those in everybody's.
That might be going in the giveaway. Hey, we're prepping. We're prepping for the giveaway, y'all.
We are.
We've
started mass piling piles. I mean, I have a pile of pups over here that's this tall.
Mm-hmm.
And every single, because I'm going to show you the books here in a minute. I don't know if I'm going to work on the gargoyle today or not.
He maybe went out and partied last night.
Because I've got so much other cool stuff to do. And the gargoyle is not going to anyone. Oh, ow.
That's your knee. There's a thing there.
That was my knee.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's bring the little books over and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right. So remember
She's been busy.
This was stamp off, brush off, scrape off. Yeah, on a piece of my brayer off over here. And then on the other side, I put a hand.
One of Fran's new ones.
And then I came in and did a little pencil work to kind of make the fingers. And can you see I painted the nails?
Look, like it's like Gia here. She showed me some polish that she was doing on her nails. Kind of like them.
So anyway, what I'm thinking here, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do on these that have. I think you've seen all those. Oh, maybe not.
She doesn't know that.
I'm saving the leftovers, and those will be included in your little book so that you can do little things like this on your pages. Yeah. And one of them I even made a pocket. I don't know which one it was.
No, what did she call it? Hey, Justin, what was the name of it? I can't remember. It was something like, I can look in my chat if I need to.
What you talking about?
We're talking about the polish.
Oh. I used to polish.
Don't get all poopy doopy on this.
I know. I did used to polish. Quite frequently. Okay, and I've got some stamp off flowers here and some bits in here, which I don't know where they go, but anyway, got those. That's done. Check this out. Is Fran here? No, she didn't come to this time, does she?
Well, this would be the earlier time for her.
Oh, I don't know. She's lollygagging.
Oh, somebody call her Fran.
Fran. Okay, so, I thought this was wonderful. Number one, this was a stamp off, too.
Oh, hey. All right, did you talk about the eyeball stamp yet?
I haven't talked about it yet.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, this is Fran's. It had lashes up.
It has top and bottom, and this is the
top
little
and
one.
Bottom. So, anyway, I pulled them off. And you can see it best on this one. Pulled off the bottom layer, but I kept it, and so it's like a little electrical thing.
You know, it's energy, y'all.
It's energy. Energy. And then underneath this is zigzag.
Hey, once y'all buy your stamps and your stencils, you can do whatever you want.
You can.
You can chop them up, and we often do. We chopped up one of Carrie's. Well, she had to come out it a couple times.
I had to fire up the pointy tool to make the hole in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. I tried to dig it out, but it wasn't working. And it's not a perfectly round hole, but we don't care about that.
No, I think it fits the style.
I think it does.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're
And then
going
here's
with.
another hand. Haven't really done anything to that, but now I'm going to save these for later because we're going to talk about those some more.
Hey, the nail polish name is Queen of the Dead.
Queen of the Dead?
Mm-hmm. And it's this fabulous, like, I think it's kind of like, it went from, like, I gotta look at it again. So I don't know if it does, but I'm assuming it's the red color, but like in there.
See,
maybe
these
it does go to the black.
leftover bits.
It's very cool. It's a lovely. Like,
anyhow, I haven't really, but I have to show you this. Okay, so this edge got chopped off here, right?
Oh, the eyes are by Becky. The hands are by Fran. Yeah. So the little eyes are the party eye, and there's a bigger one and then a little mini one.
And then we've got some others because I know we've got them. I have some eyes framed up there on the wall.
Right, but those are Paula's, and they are still only ATCs. Although we should do a whole set of those eyes, and I think we should do about the same size.
Yeah,
we're starting to understand size a little better, and like it sort of depends on the design.
Yeah, but I want you to look at this wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I told Mariah, I said, I need 3 patent leather stripes at the bottom of my flower because I had to cut some of it off, and I hope you don't look at that over there because I did this in the dark time, and that's not matching up exactly, but y'all forgive me for that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took that piece that I see how, look at that, and I glued it on there, and the reason I glued it on there is because I gooed up this page.
If you go up a page, just glue something on it.
Yeah, when I was doing this. But isn't that just wonderful?
Hi, Mary. Welcome.
Okay, so
hey, Devin.
These are all pretty much done, except I need to go ahead and put some more.
Hey, Christy Hartman.
Little
Did you sneak in there?
Papers in there for you to muss about with them and do that sort of thing. Okay, now.
Daddy says you're very clever.
I'm very clever. Well, I am because I have to be because
she's got ideas about things.
Well, and I mess up things a lot, and so that gives me an opportunity to stretch my creativity muscle. That's what I'm going with.
Hello, Mary Ellen.
Okay.
Welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we don't know that you're here. We like to know that you're here because we're an arty-friendly bunch of folks. Best chat in town.
That it is, and I'm clipping these right up here because I think that once we watercolor, we'll be able to bring those back in and do some little. Let's
get to it, lady.
Some stuff.
So excited.
Okay.
Watercolor. Woo!
So this is so weird. Some of these books are straight on the edge. And then some of them are rounded.
I told her, I said, I think the person that was the rounder didn't show up one day, and then they're just like, well, you know what?
And it just got stuffed in the mix.
Or some of those, I was kind of thinking about this. Some of them could have been a previous purchase. But they came with the same.
These all came in the same box.
There you go.
All right. So Mariah yesterday sat with me and wad. But can you see this one?
Oh, and everybody's very excited about Carrie's redesign of the stamps. Yeah, I think it was a good move for sure. We should show those real quick.
We should show those, and really, actually, I wanted to I wanted to do a little stamping.
And he's made a fabulous envelope video featuring them all. Here you go. I'll let you do that.
All right. Now, what I wanted to do with these, and I'll just tell you, I just keep making these little books.
She loves them.
I love making them. And I think it's very cool. So even if we don't have a chance to give all of it,
we're going to have at least, I would say, I'm hoping 24. We're gonna say 24. It'll end up going up, but I don't know by how much for the giveaway thing.
Okay. So basically what I want to do is what I did on this with Carrie stamps here. I want to stamp this in black and then is that showing up?
Yes, it is. Look at that. That's Karen's new
Because what I really want to do, and I didn't think of this until these were laying out over there, and I was like, well, dadgummit, I should have done some of those. But I have to paint the watercolor stuff on, and it takes 12 to 24 hours, depending on the humidity, to dry adequately. These have been on here since
yesterday. Oh, well,
day before yesterday.
Right, you prepped them, and then we did.
Yes, I prepped them the day before yesterday. Then we did the wawing on these, and I think I already showed these. Did I already show these?
No.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to that here in a sec.
We'll get to that.
Finish talking about the stamps, or do you want me to move those out of the way, or you're going to put pebbles on something? That's where you were going with that.
I want these to be on here because I think it's going to be very cool.
After
I put on the background and then we waw them we put the embossing stuff on them, because I think how they are going to, because there is depth here, and they're going to be little containers for watercolor paint is what I'm thinking. Definitely this one and this one, and maybe this one, and this might be kind of cool too. I don't know, but definitely these two with the black background.
Right.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna.
We have plans for the stamps.
Don't put those away because I'm gonna work on those later today. All right. Well, we're just gonna jump right in here.
I've been putting things away,
and I'm kind of,
she's been busy.
I'm gonna save my really cool flowers. Oh, I'll just show you.
Yeah, go quickly through.
Go quickly. All right.
That's the Dead Flower by Darcy.
Isn't that wild? This is gonna be really fun.
This is Joshua by Where Hope Blooms. Joshua by Karen. This is the Rose by Christy Hartman. Hibiscus by Christy Hartman.
I'm so mad about that, but I'm just I'll fix it with the watercolor.
Mm-hmm. Sketchy Flowers by Darcy.
Look at that center. I love the center in that one.
And
Coneflower.
Right. I think this is the one by Darcy. Forgive me, but there's
and it really got nice and goopy here. I don't know.
Or it's the Black Eyed Susan by Christy.
It could be the Black Eyed Susan too, because Black Eyed Susan and Cornflowers, the only difference is is by the color.
Yeah, and we don't have color right now.
Corn.
She needs to establish that.
Yeah, coneflowers are purple.
Okay, Christy. That was okay. Those are the Black Eyed Susans.
Okay,
right.
So this is again the blossom.
The rose, wild rose.
And here's hibiscus, and I got a good stamp on that.
Yeah, you did. And let me tell you, stamping on the little booklets, especially after you put a bunch of stuff on them, is extra tricky.
It is.
She did good. Now, one of the things we should tell folks, you need some little bull clips.
Yes, you do. Especially when you're stamping. Now, these have been coated. Okay, so this is gesso, the whitest gesso. Then over the top of that is the watercolor, clear watercolor medium, the Daniel Smith. Okay.
We got more of that on order.
And these do not have any watercolor medium on them yet.
I don't think that's a problem.
We're just gonna go with it because
I'm happy that you are.
Last night I did my color wheel instead of messing around with that, and I didn't even think of it till this morning.
Well, I'm happy you didn't, because one of the reasons when you told me that, I was kind of like, well, I don't know why we use the glossy hoop-de-doo.
Oh, but it doesn't mess it up, remember?
Well, no, I don't remember. That's why I was all judgy. Oh, well, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Hello, Lisa Mingus.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the ones that I'm not totally invested with and kind of, get
Work into it.
Work into it.
Warm up.
Whatnot here. And definitely this one's really precious.
Yes.
So
and it's the only one that's like that.
It's the only one like that. And that's because I'll tell you what, that black stuff,
she gets real angry with it. It gets everywhere.
And it messes up my water. All of a sudden, my water is like
everything's dark and cloudy
from hell. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
I really did not have a proper. All right, so I got out my 3 different watercolors over here. We've got these.
These are the Kiritaki what is it? What?
Graphite.
There we go.
And these are the Kiritaki Ganzitambi gem colors. Love these.
She loves them all. But,
I love them all.
For different reasons and things.
For different reasons. And then Hippie Crafter.
Becky that says any minute now. Any minute.
Any minute now what?
The art's going to start.
Oh, yeah,
We got to talk about the art first.
Oh, yeah.
Let's discussion about the art.
Much. Whoa. Okay, so basically what...
Sophia's shushy. She's doing this, Becky.
Okay. Yes. So I'm kind of...
Oh, the little booklets. I do have those. I think. Let me double check just to make sure, because let me tell you, there's all kinds of sellers of them. And I have. Hold on here. Hold on. I think I have them on our Amazon shop. Pretty sure I do, but let's double check, and I want to make sure. Sometimes those listings go away.
Okay, so I'm just I water because these pen watercolors. You have to kind of wait for them to goo up a bit, and so it's just best to go ahead. And what I do is I put water in these little extra things that I've added in here. Because when you buy these paints, remember they come in a box. Now I saved the little parts of the box down here so I can read it. But when you do this, you can get the magnetic tape and tape those little boogers down.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's cold up here. My hands are suddenly, I'm losing my ring.
I'm happy that, I am happy that I put my turtleneck on. I wasn't going to because I thought maybe I'd be hot today, but that is not the case.
Yeah, I don't really know what's happening out there. Okay, now these look kind of mucky and messy, but it's okay. And I had room for them, so I just went ahead and added these other little pans, which they send with you when you order. This is what I ordered, and I think we have that in. Do we have that in?
Yes.
This tin.
Yes,
because it took me a long time to figure out which one worked the best for. And you can see peeking out there the and they do kind of get mucked about, but anyway. Okay, we've got them all going now. So I think what we're going to do first is we're just going to come in with our regular watercolor here. And I really should redo this, but they're all mucked up now, and I'm just going to go with this.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And I don't like using those top things because then I have to deal with it. So I found my other little hoodie do. And you notice we have new paper now.
Okay, I put a link to the little notebooks. I did actually add them to our, art journal bookmaking section of Amazon. These are the ones I purchased last, so there you go. I love them a lot.
Okay. And
hi,
that's
Jenny.
because
hey,
if
Cynthia.
I can't close the lid if I do that other stuff. Okay, here we go. So these have been...
Bye, Anthony.
Yes, and you can tell I covered the front and the back on these, which is really quite remarkable. Didn't clean up my
your edges.
muck.
Yeah,
you're not going to notice that by the time I get through. Okay. Always make sure that your brush doesn't have some other stuff on it. So that's what I used to tell my kids at school. Spend a lot of time with them saying, okay, now, before you start watercoloring, you need to have everything where you need it. Because if you're in the process of putting paint on paper and you don't have things where you need them, it's going to, it will make you angry.
We're happy you're here too, Kathy. I might get ranty tomorrow about some things because I got some thoughts and ideas, and I'm going to be working in my
I'm going to
astrological
come
book.
up here, and I'm going to try to cover up my screw ups there. Okay, now you will notice these are these colors are all on the same side of the color wheel. When we start getting over here on the other side, that's when we start getting really beautiful browns. So if you don't want really beautiful browns, you probably should just stay on one side or the other. That's a general rule. Now, you don't have to do that.
She likes brown.
I
was telling her about some little short that popped up about this girl watercoloring a bear and use. I was like, dang it.
Okay, now we're here.
That was just brilliant.
Okay, so I've got some options on blue if I want to brown out here. Put this back here. It's their color charts. It's really sweet, but it sucks. I've got phthalo blue here. Now,
That's right, Kathy. We do that. We do that, girl.
Purpley blue. And then I've got cerulean, and I've got steel blue. I'm going to go with the steel blue down here.
Feeling steely?
We're going to go with steely, and I should just clip this up here.
You've taken all the ones with the magnets.
I know I have.
Well, actually, there's some extras up there. She can't reach them. She had to move the lamp further. She's so short.
I know, my arm's not long enough. All right, that works really great. All right, I think I can do this.
Now, let me tell you, if you're kind of building out your studio, or you're like wanting new things, or you need organization, this, that, the other, magnets are your friend. Clippies with magnets are really your friend, especially if you have metal things around your studio. One of the things that we absolutely love here in the studio are our little metal serving, tiered booty doos, because that holds the paint and the things in front of our faces here. But they're metal, so you can clip things to it.
You can clip things to them. Okay, so now I've got that one. Let's see what another color of blue is going to do for us. Okay, let's go up here with our original, our kind of purpley blue, the phthalo. Okay, that's one in. This is why you need your chart.
Because when it's dry, you don't know. Or when it's just, in the palette, you don't know.
You don't. You can't tell.
Now, should I move down closer? But see, I like to have the palette in the screen, too.
I do too. And I hope that you all... I'm trying to keep my brush back. But now you're starting to see some cool things happen here. Or at least I hope that you're starting to see some cool things happening here. Come in. Okay, let's try a different blue. Let's try this one right here. This is Prussian. And that's going to give you a little bit different. I think it's done. Remember, it takes 2 people to do a watercolor. All right.
It's done, Patricia.
Now, if this gushes over, then when I get ready to do the thing, I can cover up the messy page.
Yes, that particular one, the white stuff is the light and fluffy texture paste.
Yes, it is, and I apologize for not.
And then they have been coated. There's been a full coating of the watercolor ground. Daniel Smith stuff. You can get that over at Blick.
This stuff right here, transparent watercolor ground. All of the ones that I'm doing here. Now I did not do the flowers that just has the gesso on it. So what we're going to do is we'll be able to kind of do a comparison.
Yeah, see,
I don't know that it's going to be like a deal breaker, but you don't know.
This is broken. Is this snakeskin? I think this is the snakeskin one. Yeah, broken snakeskin.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
In the 5x7, and the pattern does, as you go up in size, it does scale up. That's funny.
I just now entered into my gray matter, and
yeah, and then you're like, that was lame. Wait for Eddie. Eddie may confirm or deny how lame that was.
Okay, so
that's his job.
What do we want here? I'm going to go with Viridian. Now, Viridian is one of those. I'll tell you what. My nails are going up to the second.
Dawn made a full moon watercolor. It was a full moon. We think it's a full moon, right? Is that what we discussed yesterday? I think it is a full moon.
Now, this is a color that my watercolor teacher said you should use very sparingly.
Mm-hmm. Everybody got feelings about something.
Everybody's got feelings about something. And just because I tell you one thing on how I see it, this does not necessarily mean that that's even if she says it's a rule, it may just be a strong opinion by P. It may be my rule, and I get to decide those kind of things.
That's right.
All right, 1, 2, 3. This is royal blue that we're coming in here with. We're just going to kind of, you know, maybe this is a, what do you call those snakes that swim?
Oh, those are the moccasin, right? Is it
No, these are the big ones that.
boas?
Yeah, anacondas.
Don't want none unless you got buns, hun. You can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt.
Now we're using cobalt blue. We're just going to blue it up. That's kind of lame. I don't know. Maybe I just need more water and squish
I'm waiting
that
for the
around
chuckles
a
in
little
chat.
bit more.
This one is.
I'm not really feeling that. I'm really feeling this viridian. I'm just like, okay, let's get some more of that in there. That speaks to me.
Yes, I like that.
Okay, so you can kind of see these places where, like, I scraped it because this was the edge of the stencil there. Those things work make them work for you.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. All right, now we're going to use a Prussian green. Y'all know about Prussian green?
Dorothy says, according to the native traditions, this full moon is a wolf moon.
Oh.
See, that wasn't in my little book. We're going to talk about my book tomorrow. I can't wait to talk about my book tomorrow.
I've been
working hard on it.
We've been talking about the book.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Yamin. Hey, Lee Fisher. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we will miss you, and we don't want to miss you. Want to love upon you.
Okay. You know,
Thumbsy-opsies.
There we go. Blue scales.
Over that way. See, I changed the thing, and doesn't seem right. It's the opposite. But look at that. And then Mo said true blue. I can't really sing that one. True blue, baby, true blue. I love you.
La, 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 la. Okay, I'm shoving these back here.
I'm better at the rapping.
I really made a concerted effort to clean off my desk back here so I could put these down and not have them
Joanne Weber
going all over the place. Is that the middle of the book? Can't see. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so this is Messy Gesso.
Messy Gesso.
And gold.
Watercolor grounds.
Ground. Gold watercolor ground. Here it is. Daniel Smith.
So you put gesso down first.
Iridescent gold. Yes.
Then the watercolor grounds over it. Then texture paste. If you see...
No, I put the watercolor ground down. This is an extra one because it has the clear over the top because I wanted to. So now, not all, and I really should have made note of that because I didn't do that on all of them. But,
okay.
Okay.
If you're wondering what these flowers are, these are PM special flowers. There are a few people, like, this is by request only, and I better know you well, and you better be like, somebody I know because you place orders. I'm just saying, like, I'm being real with you. This is not something that's ever in the shop, nor will it ever be. Either you got this because I have loved upon you, or you have placed a very, very nice order and asked for it.
I'm just gonna, okay, what am I using here?
Bye, Yonka. Thanks for hanging.
This is forest green. Just kind of trying to get some, little whatever here, hither and yon. And you know what's lovely about this? You can just come in, and if you really irk that you did something like that, or you can just come in and wipe it up. It works very nicely. And as you can see, I keep telling people that are expecting, okay, we're going to use some olive here traditional watercolors here, that's probably, this is not the place for that. There are lots of wonderful traditional watercolorists out there. This is cobalt.
She plays in the puddles.
Green.
And the really fabulous thing that P does is play in puddles. Then, this is why she's a mixed media artist, because the watercolor part is beautiful, but it is just one step in many, even the ones that we have framed around the house. It's then like, it's watercolor, then it's like colored pencil or pen work, or maybe both, all of the things. Then there's some gesso because she got mad at it. And we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it until much, much later.
Bring it out like 20 years later. It's fine.
Okay. Now, we're going to try to stay. And remember when we talked about our staying on the side of one side or the other? So we've got here right now, we're over here. When we come over here, you can see what happens. We start getting complementary color issues. And when we get complementary colors, we create neutrals.
Browns and grays.
Browns and grays. So, you know, just keep that in mind. It just is what it is. And we're going to go with some really bright magenta that's kind of mixed up with the color next to it, which is violet, because that's just what happened.
Or, okay, is it, Jacques or Jackie? Let me know. And I do recognize you from Karen's chat. Welcome.
Okay, the thing about this is when you have the paste on, what do you call it? Light and fluffy modeling paste. It lets you have these wonderful things that happen out here. And, you know, you can just... Okay, now I'm coming in with vermilion.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And you know, you're not really worried about, you want to keep it loose and kind of flowy. Everybody understands flowy?
Flowy. If you know we. Graham, we've been talking about you. You got to go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
We were talking to you.
Yeah. I was wondering where the hell you were.
Then do it speed up. Just go back and speed up. Or if you want, you can go back and watch later.
Okay, and now I'm going to get a little bit more green out here. And let me see, what do I want? Grass green. Not so much. How about that? I really like that olive.
Yeah.
Okay, that's this one.
Because if you start if you lighten up with the green, then it's going to get real electric. Mixing in with that yellow.
Okay, now see what's happening here? How it's sucking in between the petals?
Yes, Diane. Loosey goosey. Going with the flow.
And sometimes you have to come in and hit it again because it just, you know, it's not...
Well, it spreads out and you lose it, or you want a little more of it.
What kind of ideas about, you know, maybe leafy stuff out here. And the thing about it is don't just use one color of green.
That's right. That's true of any color. It's really best if you kind of mix them up. It makes it more.
It really honestly is. And I'm fighting my... Okay, now what am I? Cobalt green. We're going in with a little cobalt. I kind of like the cobalt because it has a bit of a blue tinge to it. And that's going to send things back into the background.
I was just about to say that could be a very good transition too. So if you wanted to start to bring in blues.
That's an excellent... Yes, no, let me see where...
I'm trying to keep myself occupied while watercoloring is happening.
Mariah knows a lot about watercolor. Okay, what do you think?
I think that's beautiful. You should leave it alone.
I think I should.
Because you keep tapping at it. It's just going to...
Keep tapping at it. I want to let some of those areas where it's kind of smushy, I want those to. But see how nicely that ground works? I mean...
hold it up into the technology if you can. It's kind of one nice thing about the little books is they're hard and, you know, it's stable enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's so pretty. So pretty.
Okay.
Karen says, oh, that is very much so beautiful.
Alrighty.
Oh, that is, yes, very good observation. Becky, she says these colors on the flowers reminds her of the embroidery on one of her pillowcases that her grandma did when she was a kid. I know what you're talking about. It was a very popular thing. We all have some from our grandma or a grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do. It was really sad.
Tablecloths,
because,
pillowcases.
Yeah, with Mimi, you know, when she started losing her sight, it was just, yeah. Okay, I really like what happened on the last one, so we're just going to kind of, you know, try to do a little of that. And these are chrysanthemums, and I don't know what they're called in the shop. Mariah will be able to tell you.
Balloons.
Because
they were like some of the first of the flowers. Good gosh.
Okay, so we're going to go with purples here. So we're going to be on the side of the color wheel over here. Pardon me. And this works. We're going to be over here.
Table runners, yes, all the things. We're nothing was safe from the embroidered flowers.
Okay, so we decided we're going with purple. Is that what we decided? All right, so I've got violet, and I apologize. It's kind of mucked up with the magenta that's right next to it.
Oh, Yamin says, it seemed to me that you had to be a planner to be a watercolorist. I don't think so. It just depends on...
It depends on how seriously... Okay, this is cobalt blue.
Like, if you want to watercolor and you want to create actual things...
Then you do. But that's not what I do.
The watercolor's more about applying color.
Yeah.
That looks watercolor.
And it's okay to leave some white showing. I stress that. I used to tell my kids, it's called sparkles, sweetie. You need to have sparkles. Okay? All right, now let's go in with...
I believe the blooms, this particular one comes in...
Prussian.
I think we have it in an ATC set. So it'd be like ATC size, you know, 3.5 by 2.5 by 3.5. And then 5 by 7, 8 by... I don't know if we have it in a bigger one, but I'm pretty sure it comes in those two sizes. But in the ATC size, it'll be in with a set. I believe. We may have redone
Remember, use different colors of green.
Yeah, this one's a little electric for what I'm, you know, feeling. As the person across watching. Yamin likes your version of watercolor. It's playing in the puddles. Thank you. There we go. Mo put the link to the ATC single for blooms. Perfect. And if y'all are looking for it, like usually, if you're new here, welcome. So happy to have you. Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. She will be dropping links to the different products that are over in our shop. And she'll let you know kind of what the name of the design is and then link it.
I'm going to some orange and neutralize that out a little bit.
And I will say, if you do ever have questions, if maybe we missed one or you're not seeing chat and you're watching in replay, just let me know the timestamp. Because sometimes when you say, oh, that one that was so beautiful, like blah, 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 then I have to like go figure out, well, I hope this is the one that we're talking about. It's very much faster if you just say, hey, at 1 minute, 10 seconds.
Yeah, when people do that, I can actually go back. I figured
she may even be able to help you.
Yeah, I figured out how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. don't overdo it.
And we do ship internationally.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a runner here.
Catch it.
And I'm going to direct it back in because it's going to suck around there and mess up my page.
Yeah, with the book, there's added. Oh, I love it. Hopefully y'all are finding that this is inspirational at the very least, you know, just entertaining. I struggle on the watercolor days, y'all.
You're doing a good job, Mariah.
Thank you. I was fishing for a compliment there. I had to leave it in the pond a little bit and just like, you know.
She had to do a little chumming. Throwing some corn out. Okay, now we're going to change gears here. We're going to put old,
yeah, I was going to say,
whatchamacallit away here. I'm not putting my thing back in because
that's how it got messed up.
Yeah, that's how it got messed up.
Hi, Rosemary. Welcome, everybody that's coming in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Like it, share it, tell everybody about it. That's this stream or this channel.
Yeah.
Or just, you know.
Yeah.
You want to send them to a particular video? That's fabulous. If you want to just say, hey, you need to check it out, all of it, there's the channel.
Okay, now this is the first time I've done this.
Okay, ooh, this is exciting.
Mariah said, do you not want to kind of come in and... I said, no, I want them to see the raw experience.
Warning, she might get prickly. I
might get prickly. I might get kind of pissy, but... You know, it just comes with the territory. All right. So what I did here was, and it may not have been the right thing to do, but we're just going to go with it. Now, it has the watercolor ground around. And then, yeah. And this is a design, as we have it in strippers. Do we have this in like a regular? Because Izzy and I work together. these are some of our,
okay,
what do you call those?
Dipsy doodles.
Collaborations.
Right, and these are Dipsy doodles. Dipsy doodles are represented in all formats at PM Artist Studio.
I really, you know, sometimes I really wish that it had a better red in this, and then
But it's pinky. It will always be pinky just because of the metallicness of it.
Yeah, and see, I don't like that.
Okay, so Dipsy doodles, you can get them in strips, and I think they come in both small and large. There are the Dipsy doodles like in the full set size. Like if you want a whole page of this in whatever size, that is available. We also have it available in stamps. And I think this is probably one of your most recent designs, I believe. Hello, Gina. Welcome, welcome. You can dab it.
I'm gonna dab it.
Good. I was feeling like I needed some dabbing in my life.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna save that for later.
Okay, so I'm liking this, but and I kind of like the way it's embedded down in there.
I like the blue.
I like the blue too.
I like some of the purple. I'm a little sad about the gold at the bottom just because it's sort of just like, it's like a, you know, when lighting, it's blowing out. Like,
yeah, we're losing our dark background.
Yeah.
But okay, so here we can pick it up. Sort of, kind of. I mean, you're not going to get pristine black anymore because you didn't muck that up.
All right, and I think it is important to reiterate that. So she has put down like the black gesso is in the background there. Then probably put a layer of the watercolor grounds. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then put the light and fluffy texture paste through the stencil, then probably put another coat of the watercolor grounds. Is that correct? Or you wanted to do that?
I think maybe, I can't remember.
Okay.
I know.
Probably should do that. And I'll just tell you why. One of the things is that with the light and fluffy texture paste in particular, now this tends to happen with most of them, not all of the texture pastes, they sort of reactivate with the watercolor. The more fluid mediums of any sort, they get you can just tell they get sticky again. Not to say that they won't dry, but something to keep in mind. Now, I think by putting that additional layer of the watercolor media, or the watercolor grounds, right?
Yes, because I needed that. These are just too pastel-y.
Especially with the white.
Yes.
And
I wanted this to be a little bit more. And remember, I was lamenting the fact that I didn't have red.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got red here. And let me see, what red is this? This is scarlet.
And these are the hippie crafter. She loves these. And they are very reasonably priced.
Guess I forgot to put any water in there.
Oh, and that's right. Thank you, Mo. We do have double points going on right now, up until midnight. Thank you. I tell you, Mo's on top of it. I forget these things that are happening at Film Artist Studio.
It's looking a little patriotic, isn't it?
That's all right. Own it, girl.
Well, we'll fix that. This is
something to be said about.
This is golden yellow. I don't really know why.
Oh, well, good job, Bobby. Appreciate you asking. Mo's prompting, doing things. It's good. All right. The double points are happening. Okay. I love that.
I'm just, I'm done, I think. I think it's interesting. Yeah. I'm going to hold it up.
And the little bit of sparkle, it's being represented. I dig it, but I'm happy you came in with the other watercolors.
So, there you go. I mean, this is a learning. I'm not... I really, when I was doing these on this, I thought, this is just gonna, I don't know if this is gonna work out. But I'm very happy with this. But I'm also thinking you need, if you want to amp up
your metallic,
your metallic gems, you're gonna have to, and very obviously it works. Okay, all right. So we're going to come in here. Let's use some green.
This pattern that is here, I believe, is from one of the ornate, borders, ornate strips. They're by Rhonda. This is the larger one, I believe. Is that right? Was it those longer strips?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know, because I just have them in my, they're just there.
Ornate lace strips by Rhonda. Mo has confirmed.
Thank you. I really didn't mean to look up some of these, just while y'all.
We got you.
With my knowledge of.
Oh.
I have a lot of knowledge, but it's not necessarily what's needed.
Just look in the chat.
Okay, I like that green. But I'm going to mix up another green here. Can y'all see what I'm doing here? Yeah, okay. And this is why my paints never look.
She don't keep them clean.
I can't come back in and redo my hoop-de-doo. Look at how that isn't. Are you seeing that?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that wonderful? I just want to get it in there a little bit. I do really want to maintain my the white of the I mean, I do want it to go in a little bit. I wanted there to be a relationship between the edge and whatever's out there. But look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, Jeanette has, and this is AKA Jeanette, Jacquard Pearl X, which we do have some of those. If y'all have that in your, or I would say any of the metallic powder things, you know, the magicals, any shiny powder business.
Yeah.
If you add it to gum arabic as a binder, it makes a great watercolor paint over dark colors. They sing. Lots of fun, she says. So yeah, basically, you know, you can create your own if you know, have those other products.
Yes, you can.
Use those. 100%. Hello, Rosa.
Okay, I'm just coming in here and trying to get a little.
Hey, Kathy. How about
bit of a.
Oh.
And a lot of these places it's already dry, so it's not. I'm not getting a good. Well, we can fix that. We know what to do about that. Get a bit more water on our edge here so that we get some bleeding out.
Mo likes to keep a low profile. She likes to be a woman of mystery.
I think this is the color.
But that is very sweet of you, Sherry.
Hey, but did you see her
I did. I saw that. It was a nice mention.
Okay, I think that's interesting. We kind of lost everything over here, so let's come in with some more just plain color. I mean, we've got some nice shiny background there, but I think we really need something that umps that up just a little bit.
I say either the yellow or you go like with one of the blues.
I agree, yellow.
Okay.
And this yellow is like Mariah, cadmium, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. No. Yes. This is cadmium. It's a what are you chuckling?
Oh, just
you can't chuckle and
sorry.
Tell me that's rude.
Oh, Diane says go down the middle with the white on each side. Oh.
Okay, here's why I'm not going to do that. Is because I want that black.
Yeah.
I want the contrast of that black.
To stay there.
And if I do that, I'm going to be losing that. Remember, that's kind of what happened on the other one.
Yeah. Oh, the Perfect Pearls already have a binder. No need to add gum arabic. Just add water to them and then mist lightly and we'll set them. There you go. Look at Jeanette. She got knowledge, y'all. Oh, he's probably out. You want to go make toast? Or there's pineapple in the fridge. I'm worried about how late. I'm making her go to bed early than that. I don't think tomorrow morning is going to be much fun. Back to school. We've been, partying like rock stars around here. Bye, Diane. Thanks for hanging.
We'll be back at Watercolor. We'll be back at gel plating tomorrow, y'all.
Well, no, I'm gonna be doing my
Oh,
book
that's sorry. Tomorrow's Monday. I'm
Tuesday.
a day off.
And then we're gonna be doing some fun stuff. P and I have talked about it with the color combo. She's got. Oh, I think it's gonna be fun for y'all. I hope so. And hopefully she's fun about it. We'll see.
Okay, I just went in and added that little bit of, because I thought the yellow was just kind of hanging out.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, what do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, here, Mariah, this is the one that you did and wadded, and I went over it with the clear.
Okay.
So it does work, folks.
It toned down the glossiness a little bit, but not as much as I would have expected.
Okay, we're gonna go all in on this one. I'm not going to use any. I'm just going to paint it on.
Graham does not want to go back to work tomorrow either.
I mean, that first week back after vacation, as a teacher, I so dreaded that because it was just like, oh my God, they showed up. They were cranky. They were
tired.
They were resentful that they had to be there, and all of the above kind of things. And it was just like, okay, I don't really want to be here either, but we just got to make the best of this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, 5. And if y'all are using your other things, other sparkly deals, and you're like finding new life in those products that were, like Dawn said, just sitting on the shelf, post it over there in Makers. Let other folks know. If you got this, use it. These are different things that you can, use those things up.
Yeah. I'm just pulling in some different colors here.
This is Swirly Swirls. Swirly, right? Swirling Swirly Swirls. If you want to hear somebody say it, you need to go over Kylie Koo's channel and look up that. Because it is the most beautiful thing in the world.
It's just absolutely, warm your heart. Okay, I'm loving.
I'll be right back. I gotta help
I'm loving this. What, you have to help the baby? Okay, now I think the one that I did there was that Royal or was that Phthalo? I don't know. But I do like it. And I like the way it's really haloing out on that. Steel blue down here. Okay, I'm just sitting here and watching it kind of. This is just the violet. Okay. I'm not to try to mop up some of this. Okay. Thank you. I think it looks very, very cool. here. Next in line, the skull. Okay, so it's white on white. And I know that's kind of weird. And yeah. I need Mariah here to talk because I can't talk when I do this.
You know, no other knife will work. It had to be her pea butter knife. Her peas in a pond. Butter knife.
This child she's in for some rude awakenings out in the real world.
I tell her about that. Just one little flame coming out of the top of the head there. There you go.
Brains are leaking out. Okay. Yeah.
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 What's next?
I've got to come in and, you know, make the skull.
Put some things in the face.
Okay, so let's see. Red, orange here, and I've already got a little bit of that. Kind of a nice rusty.
I know, I should have taken my coffee cup down there and gotten more coffee, but I don't know that I need that. I'm almost out to. Catching up on chat here. Yes, Alyssa, you can. You will never see that being done over here. I mean, I ask, but she won't do it. Pulling a jelly print with matte medium, but yes, it can be done.
I did it once just to make everybody happy.
I remember that.
I remember. Distinctly remember it.
Okay. Y'all know which stream that was, let me know. Maybe I wasn't here. Maybe it was when you were with Josh or one of them.
Oh, I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. I feel like I would remember that. 'Cause, you know, it would be a moment.
Done.
I love that.
Now, that's not to say that we won't come back in and do
it needs to be done for right now. Because if you just, you know, this is how you avoid mud. Just saying.
Yes.
These are tips and tricks, y'all.
Tips and tricks. Just want to put that one back down there. You can look at that for a bit while I rearrange these.
Okay, so this is funny. So Graham says, his head's on fire. Maybe he's mad. And then Eddie says, Graham, he's mad. You licked his rocks. And then Graham says back, oh, that's it. He's a passive-aggressive rock licker. Just holding it inside. Fuming.
Don't be licking on my rocks.
You can lick rocks. And you can, you know, just don't lick other people's rocks. They don't like that.
Well, the whole thing is
consent.
I told Izzy, I said, you know, it's quite all right to lick rocks, but you really do want to make sure that they've at least been washed once.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know from whence they came.
Yeah, or how long they haven't been dusted.
Okay, so this has a coat of clear
Watercolor ground.
Thank you.
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff.
All right, you got 36 minutes.
You're kidding me.
No, I know. You've just been humming along here and doing things.
I think I've contaminated both of my waters, but oh well.
That's okay. Oh, yes. Things. Unknown things can be happening. I stamped this one during a stream the other day. Just like to note, it's lovely positioning. Good stamping. Or did you? No, I stamped it. I stamped it and I wad it. And yes, this is the Whimsical Pattern Poinsettia by Christy Hartman.
I can really kind of like that blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm getting in a real bind here.
Yeah. Where to put them?
Where to put them.
They're taking up double space at this point.
Yeah. Okay, that one's pretty much dry. I can put that up there. That one's looking really mighty fine. Look at that.
Oh, yes.
Nice and smushy. All right, I think I got it figured out how I can kind of go over the. All right, let's what do we got here that we haven't done? Let's work on our.
Oh, I think this will be. Oh, what's the approach? What's the idea with this?
The idea with this is to make it very loosey goosey. And what I did down here, because I didn't have leaves that I liked.
She didn't know where they were.
Well, and I didn't like the ones that I found. They did not work with what I had here.
Right.
There was nothing wrong with the leaves. They were fine. But they didn't fit my vision of what was happening here with the flower. Okay? So, you know, it's just one of those things. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and do the positive space. And then I'll work on the negative.
Okay.
And the thing about it is if I do that.
We do have, well, yes, there are masks. There are turtles. They're sea turtles. And then we have some that are like turtle-like in their, you know, it's stained glass turtle something, I think is what it's called. Turtle.
Okay, so where am I here?
I like Gia. We were talking about you earlier on, the nail polish and whatnot. You'll like you should go back to the start at some point. I think you'll like the little books.
Remember, you don't have to have color everywhere. I like that. When you're doing your flowers, you know, don't just use one color.
Well, and what's extra special about this is that this started out as watercolor. And I just think it's cool to see a full circle of
And see what's happening there. Isn't that just...
Of Karen doing it as a watercolor. Then we turned it into a stamp for her. And now back to watercolor. Because...
And what I tell my children is, you're not painting walls. You're applying paint so that the water that you have down there is going to work for you. And you're allowing what you leave white to be your highlights, your shiny part of the flower.
And remember, when y'all get your flowers, if you've ordered them, or anything, PM Artist Studio or otherwise, we just, highly encourage PM Artist Studio products. So it's kind of what we do around here.
Keeps the lights on.
It keeps the lights on. And also helps support designers, which I think is pretty cool.
Okay, I'm done.
I love that. But where was I headed with that? Oh, you need to post it over Makers. Making things with stuff and tell people about it and show it and say, I got this at PM Art Studio, not because,
And what I'm really thinking here is I'm thinking about coming in, now that I look at this, thinking about coming in and doing some of this with the gesso where where the petals are, because I would like this to be my leaf.
That looks so beautiful.
Okay. All right.
Karen said she's loving this.
Who is?
Karen.
Oh.
And this particular one, so these stamps are in a series. This particular set is where, sorry, why do I have, my brain just, boom. Where Hope Blooms, Joshua and Tanika. This particular one that she just showed there, that one is Joshua.
Okay, now this is
links are in chat.
This is a similar flower.
You went a little lighter with the.
I did, because I kind of wanted to see if I could utilize the color of this kind of paper here.
Oh.
As part of the flower thing going on, and I don't know if I'm going to love it, but we shall see. We're doing a lot of first time things here today, folks. Okay, get a little water.
Oh, and Jeanette says sometimes less is more, and a bit of color goes a long way. That was beautiful, P. And hey, let me tell you, Jeanette knows what she's doing. Y'all haven't seen the cards that she has sent us before,
Restraint.
Restraint, and somebody tell you to stop.
And it's not really something that I'm terribly successful at.
Oh, thank you, Nancy Lee. I think this is also one of the reasons I don't really care for watercolor, because I'm just like, I need more. I'm up for the more.
Okay, I'm not getting the intensity of red that I want here.
And this is The Wild Rose by Christy Hartman. Again, links in chat.
So I'm going to bust Daniel open here. And look, I might even have some.
Daniel. Where you at?
And I don't know how quickly Daniel's going to.
She has a few.
But I've got
a few sets.
Gummit.
It's slicky, and then that thing's. She's fighting it.
Fighting it. Okay, I'm not probably going to use any of those anyway, so we'll just.
There you go. That was a very good decision, Patricia.
Okay, it was, but that's harder than a brickbat there. That red. And that here's our colors here.
Yeah.
I like that plummy color. Now, these you can tell are a lot more. Our water's drying here, so we might need to come back in and give our water another little. Okay, so okay. It's coming along. I wanted this around the center here where I feel like the color would be the most intense.
Mm-hmm. And then it fades out.
And this is Pyrrole Scarlet.
Oh, like Gia's going to do Darcy's Dead Flowers for Valentine's.
I love them. I really honestly do.
Oh, it does. That is a very good observation. So Rhonda says it reminds her of like koi fish coloring. Like it has a koi fish feel to it right now.
Oh, yeah. And I'm trying to honor the some of the original
Yeah.
shading and whatnot here. Okay, pretty. I think that's good. What y'all think?
I love it. I think it's beautiful.
This is why you have a whole bunch of stuff lined up, so that you don't overdo anything that you've got, because you know you're feeling like, oh, I'm running out. Okay, this is hibiscus, and this must be red.
Or pink.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stay away from the interior of this and just put water on the edges, so that it kind of that's where I'm hoping it's going to pull.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to have two.
Jeanette agrees, purposefully prepping. She agrees with this.
I'm just going back and forth here with my two colors.
I'm watching. Make sure she's doing it right. Now, this was gesso that you had.
The white is
Okay.
is the gesso. Yes.
And then had you come back in with the watercolor grounds?
Yes, over the
Okay.
top.
And she stamped a lot of these all on her own, y'all.
I did. I was pretty dead proud of myself.
And this is before we discussed the whole clipping. You know, it does make it easier if you clip the little book shut. Then they're not boing you, you know. Tips and tricks, y'all. Tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks. Okay, now I'm going to come in with this plummy purple.
Ooh, that's a bold move. Okay.
Because I've got a lot of water there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we are not going to attack the leaves right now. We're going to let the flower dry.
We're going to leaf them be.
Leaf the leaves, because see where they touch?
We'll get you later.
If you touch that green of the leaf into the red of the flower, you suddenly have a really ugly brown on the edge, and your flower looks like it's wilting.
Mm-hmm. Dead leaf. Got 20 minutes.
I've got 20 minutes.
You gonna spend your 20 minutes on that? You got.
No,
She just likes it as is.
I really do.
I think a lot of people do.
I'm gonna just, I can always do it, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna go with this, and we're gonna just. Yeah.
Bye, Carol. Thanks for hanging.
I need to do another backup on this one, so that I know that. Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Jeanette loved it. She's happy we left it alone.
It is really hard to do. Okay, I know that Darcy said that these were
Christy Hartman. These are the black-eyed Susans.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
they're going to become cone flowers because I really want purple.
Changing things, y'all. All right.
What I love about this embossing stuff is it really helps you keep your colors.
This is like having the bumpers on during bowling.
It really is. It really honestly is. Okay, we're going to pick up some of our...
Bye, Devin. Thanks for hanging. Oh, I'm happy that you're going with the purple.
Okay, so that one is Rose of Ultramarine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we've got this wisteria here.
I like that color.
And I don't, oh yeah, I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
It goes with this other one quite nicely.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that wonderful?
Love it.
Just a few little strokes of color there, and my water's drying up.
Well, and again, this one doesn't have the watercolor grounds on it.
This doesn't. It's just
gesso.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to change our. We're going to make this a little more of a blue.
Oh yes, and thank you, Mo. See, she always puts in good info there too. She says the gorgeous black-eyed pea Susans come in a choice of flower heads. Yeah, this is like one of 3 options. Because, you might need it from different directions. I love it.
What you have to understand, watercolor is definitely a less is more kind of thing.
How was dinner, Yonka?
Let your water work for you. Color blue was I using there? I think that's the blue.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, thank you, Addie. That is very good information. So, Addie has in there, I just learned that Becky will be doing more live streams this year. Be sure to sub and click on the notifications. Yes, there is Becky's channel. Y'all go and follow her. She's one of our designers. She's working on getting her channel built. Love it. And she's a late nighter, I think. So if y'all are looking for later night things, I think that's usually when she goes on. I don't agree with what you're doing with your red over there and putting that. Yeah, I don't. She'll clean it up.
What? Oh. Oh,
She also digs holes in them, which I don't approve of. But you know, as the purchaser of the
yeah. Okay, this is kind of dried up a little bit, so I'm going to come back in and just add a little bit of dark stuff there. All right, done.
Hey, I think you have time for one more. That is beautiful.
Now, again, we can come in and do some stuff to the background, or we can just leave them like that. But it needs to dry completely before we start mussing about with that sort of thing. Okay, we've done that one. We've done that one.
Oh, hey, Paula. No worries. Hi and bye.
Did the hibiscus. Now, did we do... Oh, I know, but we need to do this one. No, let's do this one, because then I've got 3 different flowers here, so I'm going to have to be on my game here, because they have to be... They're obviously, you know, they're the same flower, so I have to make them seem like they're the same flower without making them seem like they're...
Yeah, and she will do all of the booklets, just, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you could even bring back on Tweaky Tuesday a little bit, depending on how the other little session goes.
Okay, so I think that we're going to have
Ooh, she's going in bold.
well, there's no sense in
Lollygagging. Just, you know, get her done. I love it.
Okay, don't get too precious. Like I said, these, when you do this embossing, it creates these little things that it doesn't let you overdo your, it keeps things contained.
And I have more of the clear embossing coming because I hope I placed it. I think I did. No, I didn't. I'm going to do that real quick.
You see that your color isn't dispersing like you want it to. You can always come back in and give it a little another nudge with your. But see what's happening there?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't necessarily want this one on the edge to be as, I don't want it to be the one that takes away your.
Oh, Karen says she's still in a dream watching you paint her flowers.
Oh, there we go.
I am happy that Pete is doing this because, like, this is how I had envisioned them being used. But this is definitely not something I do because I don't watercolor because I'm traumatized.
God. Okay, I love this
Yes.
so
I'm
much.
so glad you're doing this one too. Do it.
And I just really want it to be.
I want it to be blue.
I want it to be blue. I want it to be kind of purpley blue.
Thank you, Eddie.
I'm just gonna mix up my color right here.
Hey, Yutha.
Okay, so this is a little bit different here. We don't have big spaces.
Right.
So where I'm going to use my watercolor to get lots of stuff is in the background here.
Oh.
So we're just going to paint. I'm not going to use a lot of water, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to grab a little blue. I'm not going to have each one of these little petals be exactly the same.
I think that's a very good idea. And they wouldn't be.
No, they wouldn't be.
You know, the light hits it differently. A lot of things would affect how you see the color on the leaves. Oh, these are stamps, Liz. So they were stamped in. Did you waw this one or no? You didn't waw any of the ones that you stamped.
No, you did the wawing. I'm just doing the painting.
Did I waw this one?
Yeah.
That's right. Because we did a process.
We did.
And let me tell you, I really wish maybe we do this. If I have a little bit of time tomorrow, and if P can prep another couple of the black booklets, we'll show you how cool it looks. It's very visually stimulating.
Oh, it is when you watch it just pop over.
Yeah, when it turns, because it's all frosty looking, and then it went glossy, and you're like, oh yeah,
oh yeah,
that's satisfying.
Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh.
I don't know how arty all of that is, but again, very visually stimulating. Yes, the wah is a heat gun. I forget that. Yes, we probably have some new folks here that are like, why did she keep talking about wawing things? The wah is the heat embossing, and the little thing that's wawing because it waws. Thank you, Mo. Thank you. And Nancy Lee is a big fan of the stamps. She is indeed. Alyssa wants to know if your brush is a number 4.
This is the Filbert Rake, and it's a 1/8 by Creative Mark. I love these brushes. They're a little spendy, but they are just, they're wonderful because see how I've got that nice little point there, but I've still got lots of paint in my.
Hi, Susie.
Okay, so we need a little more blue here.
And then what's your idea about like going around the outside? Going around the outside.
Doing what?
Because you said you were going to do more in the background.
Well, this has to dry.
Oh, okay.
But yes, you're right. And
well, maybe we
you
bring
should
these.
Probably do your background before you come in and do this. But because of what we're doing today, painting flowers, and what I think, I'm going to hold this up in the thing and you're going to see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's some grainy stuff going on here.
That's probably from the embossing powder, right?
It's from the embossing powder, yeah.
Which is, I'm curious to see what is happening there, because the other thing that was a bit tricky with using the embossing powders with how she had done the gesso background, it was kind of grippy. So, and I was using the clear embossing powders, so it was hard to see. I knew that it hit the stamp areas, but I didn't know exactly where else it was attached. So there's probably more out there than we even realize. One of the things we were like, hey, that might be cool. So, just some things to keep in mind about it all. And I would say that if she had, come towards me. Yeah, that way. Yeah. See, it's just the gesso in the background there, and that's kind of also why it looks a little, it picks up a lot of things. Let's just say that.
Like, let me find a spot. Okay, can you see this one right here? Can you see how it looks kind of bumpy?
I love that, actually.
I do too. And what I'm really thinking about, and maybe we can do this tomorrow, is use Carrie's little the dotty things,
the splatter
spatter in the background on this. Then I can go over this whole thing, pardon me, again with a coat of the clear watercolor medium. That's going to keep this. That's going to capture it.
Yeah.
So I will have less bleeding in of the background here.
And then come back to them, like you'll have all the flowers and everything done maybe on Thursday, and then you do more of like the background and other finishing work.
Yes.
That might be fun.
Thursday. I don't know.
Tuesday is going to be a Tweaky Tuesday.
And remember, I've got tons of stuff on the plates.
That's right. And tomorrow's my day.
Pull off. Tomorrow is Mariah's day.
But I will stamp. If you have things to stamp, I will do that. I'm going to be doing the color combo. I'm going to show you what I've done. And I don't really know, which is very typical, of what exactly I'm going to create. But more of it is going to be kind of establishing how I'm going to be working throughout the year.
Yeah.
Because I just haven't fully, I have some ideas and some, but this is the commitment time where we go, all right, this is the book. This is how we're going to use it.
And I'm kind of, I'm mulling about, because I'm really, I kind of, now that we know about the embossing. Remember when we've done the heads before, we've never used any tissue paper embossing.
We've never done that.
And I'm thinking about doing a new head, but I don't have one.
We can make that happen.
And I need to, I've got my peanut cans over here for the base.
We got bases.
We've got bases, but I need some bricks or something. And I think, do we have, anymore, or did I use them all?
What, bricks?
Yeah, to hold the base steady.
There's probably something out there.
Yeah, because remember that we wrapped them up in paper so that they weren't rocking about.
Yeah, because she had one, though, and that was a terrible design. You don't want your rocks knocking about in your bases. If you don't know what we're talking about, and you're like, God, these people, they're just crazy. We are.
Yes.
But there is there's a playlist
part.
for that if you want to see all the things that we've covered. And then, like, Carrie's done a head. Big Bald Bob.
Yeah.
Who else has done a head that, like, has a channel? I know lots of people in Makers. So if you go to Makers and, look up foam heads or... Just had a chuckle about that. Anyway.
The thing is it takes a while to do that. It's a...
Ooh, so Carrie says he's got a head that he's got another blank one to do. So maybe we gear that up.
Oh, yeah.
Put our heads together. All right, my friends.
Come up with a plan.
Until then,
love you.
like a
long haul.
See you tomorrow. Bye.